in league history. It's the Dolphins.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Fields it right around the goal line. So here are the Dolphins now as they'll be backed up to start this first drive. They will be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2016. Always a handful to contain, Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap. That return, it will not be on the postseason highlight reel. If you're the offensive coordinator, you've just changed your play calling because you thought you had some field to work with. Instead, now, you've got to call plays that won't make mistakes.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And to the 42-yard line here, and brought down there. The Dolphins had 10-3 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. First and 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. Now a play fake here on first down. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing that touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while.
He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know and often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 7-7, our score. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. But now he appears to be in some pain. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll run up the middle with Campbell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Again, they run with Campbell. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Here's a give up the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 76 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try and run this one right up the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now a handoff running through the middle. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Right back to him on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. He'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They'll run. It's Campbell. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. With his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now 21-7. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here comes the Rams punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here comes Carter. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and it'll be Dolphin football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go up the middle with Campbell. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get it. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Play action. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Here's a give up the middle. 141 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and fight for it here with Campbell. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, in this part of the game, the fourth quarter, this is where a running back really has a chance to shine. This is what they've been training for, to take over the game down the stretch. The defense, it's been battered all game long. And here, this is just a case of a runner imposing his will and deciding he didn't want to be tackled right there.
On second down, they'll run it here. And some room to roam now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. They'll give to the big man, Campbell. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Campbell. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now. Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board. But they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Kind of a strange ballgame, Charles. We did not have a single point by either team after half. Really a defensive clinic by both sides in half number 2. Wasn't that just beautiful to watch?